For our next batch of articles, we got an Assassin's Creed update, and depending on who you are, you might feel a little, or you might feel a little. Assassin's Creed Hexe is bringing Ezio back without bringing him back? What does that mean? All right, when you talk about Assassin's Creed, one name immediately echoes through the corridors of gaming history with more grace than a leap of faith. Ezio Auditore Firenze, how do you say his fucking name? For the vast majority of fans, the Italian stallion isn't just another protagonist of another one chapter of Ubisoft's franchise. He is the definitive soul and point where many players truly started their journey with the series. From his charismatic transformation in Assassin's Creed 2 to his weary wisdom in Revelations, Ezio captured our hearts because we didn't just play as him, we lived his entire life. It was through his eyes that we explored the sheer charm of the Renaissance Italy while the legendary Jesper Kyd soundtrack played in the background. It was him that bro, we know this nigga's story, bro. Let's talk about the new game. Ubisoft is fully aware of the collective affection of this character, and they've never missed a chance to drop a cheeky reference to our favorite Italian on social media, keeping the embers of nostalgia burning from time to time. No, the article didn't really say Italian stallion. I put that in there. But it seems that for their next big project, the company is planning more than just a simple nod or legacy outfit. They are finally about to answer the fans' appeals and dig into the very roots of the Auditore family tree. But before we take that leap of faith into that, we need some context. Among the 5 Assassin's Creed projects currently in the oven, one stands out. Assassin's Creed Hexe. Developed by Ubisoft Montreal, the heavy hitters behind Valhalla. Oh, brother. This upcoming chapter is promised to be a massive open world RPG in the 16th century Europe. I didn't know this was being made by the same team who made Valhalla, because that's the same team that gave us Basim from Assassin's Creed Headache, which is one of the worst in the fucking series, bro. Assassin's Creed Migraine. Fuck that game. Officially, Ubisoft has been keeping this project locked in the high security vault, only teasing that it will be the darkest entry in the series to date, set during the terrifying era of the witch trials under the Inquisition. We've literally had no trailers, not a single image, no release window, and zero information beyond the brief description, well, until now. That's because recent leaks from 2 insiders known as Rogue and Jonathan on the internet via Reddit have started to shine a light on the shadows. And let me tell you, the details might have even make a grown fan shed a tear. According to these reports, we will step into the boots of a protagonist named Anika, with Elsa currently being used as a placeholder name. The protagonist won't be alone, though. She reportedly has a morally gray mentor named Wolfgang, whose harsh methods will likely clash with the assassin ideology. Following this woman character, the game will probably be centered in Wurzburg, which I'm assuming is Germany. That sounds German. Which is a historical masterstroke, as Germany was the violent epicenter of the European witch hunts back then. There will be other regions to explore, of course, but it sounds like the German city will be the main hub for the entire story. That is also pretty exciting since it's a refreshing departure from Salem, which has become a bit of a cliche for the witch hunt plot nowadays, making many believe that it would be the primary setting due to the theme. But it seems the developers opted for a much grittier and less predictable setting than I, for one, am absolutely here for. Depending on how many missions are on the fucking map. Yeah, we'll see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. After Assassin's Creed Shadows, that game left a bad taste in my mouth, man. Like, I'm inching towards I'm probably done with this series. If there's any level of excitement when I see the trailer for this game, if it looks decent and I buy it, when I get to the open world, if I see shit all over the map, I'm gonna uninstall it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that right now. If it's just too much shit on the map, if it's just too much, be like, we gonna pack it up, chat. Be like, I'm not even gonna say it's a bad game. Like, we just gonna move on, man. Digging now into the gameplay leaks, everything sounds equally intense. NPCs will be able to report suspicious activity almost immediately. The player will be hunting for ritual sites, and there's even a skill for tree-to-tree branch jumping. Oh, and most importantly, the dialogue suggests that Anika herself is being haunted as a witch, amping up that somber, oppressive atmosphere Ubisoft promised. However, things start to get really interesting when the leaks mention Anika's lineage. If you've played the Ezio trilogy, you know the name Claudia Auditore. She's Ezio's fierce sister, who became a master assassin in her own right, and is reportedly the direct ancestor of the protagonist in AC Hexe, so you would play Ezio's niece. This is where the magic happens. Ezio Auditore himself might be returning, but not as a resurrected hero or a cheap multiverse gimmick. The report suggests that he will appear via ESO technology or a supernatural manifestation acting as a memory that stands as an ideological counterweight to Wolfgang's controversial ways. See, my problem with this already is, if you do this and you make Ezio, all right, oh my, yo, you said it, Fiends, you said it, you read my mind. If you're not following it, it sounds like to me they're about to make Ezio a fucking Force Ghost from Star Wars. If they make this nigga a Force Ghost, you gotta then explain where was Ezio during the rest of the fucking timeline. Because mind you guys, if you didn't play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you didn't beat the DLC and get the true ending, I'm about to spoil it. She gets this magic staff that makes her fucking invincible. And she lives to modern day. The only catch is she has to hold the staff, but she lives to modern day to like deliver a message. So from Assassin's Creed 1 to now, Cassandra's pretty much been a part of the timeline. Why wasn't this nigga Ezio the Force Ghost talking to her? Why wasn't he talking to anybody? Why wasn't he talking to my nigga fucking Connor when he needed help? Yeah. The chat said Ezio Kenobi. Oh shit. Ezio Kenobi. That's fucking funny. I don't like this shit, man. Like, this is what I mean when you drag something out too long. Mind you, this is a rumor. And maybe if it is real, maybe it'll be executed in a way that's better than what I'm thinking. But what I'm thinking right now, this shit, man, pack this shit up already, bro. I don't know, man. Yeah, at this point, you're right. They just doing shit. I already don't like this witchcraft idea. What the fuck does the Salem witch trials have to do with a secret society fighting another secret society for control of the world? What does that have to do with anything? The witch trials was some bullshit. That was some bullshit going on in Germany and in Europe where a nigga hated his wife and he said, you know what? Bitch, did I see you swim yesterday? You're a witch. They go downtown and tell the judge and shit, hey, I think my wife's a witch because she can swim. And she used seasoning on the chicken last night. Next thing you know, she getting fucking hung. That's what that goofy shit was. Did I catch you reading? What is that magic? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, man? Could easily change the witch trials to being Templars killing us. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. And then if you're doing it right, because it sounds like it's going to be much more intense and grittier, jokes aside, because the world is so on edge during the witch trials, everybody's accusing everybody of being a witch. I'd imagine this game will probably be one of the more difficult Assassin's Creed games. It would probably lean more towards actual stealth and not stealth action. I feel like that's gonna suck the fun out of it for a lot of people, and then it's also gonna limit her ability. Like you can't be running on rooftops and in trees like they said. You're gonna get accused of being a witch. I don't know, man. Ezio the Force Ghost. There are some leaked voice lines that are enough to give any fan goosebumps. Just imagine hearing Ezio's voice, heavy with that iconic Italian accent, saying, "Come leap with me," one last time for an old man, or reminding Anika of the iconic Creed's core tenet. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. The classic, nothing is real, everything is permitted. Got you. Shout out to Unwritten Tech with the donation. Appreciate you, the super chat. Been watching for 4 months and I haven't missed a video or a GI podcast. You changed how I look at gaming and got me playing more games. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat, and we appreciate you trying new shit, bro. That's what's up. That's what we like to see. That's what it's all about. What's more interesting about analyzing these recent leaks, though, is that it sounds like Ezio will truly have a narrative weight in Assassin's Creed Hexe. Even without being fully back in the flesh, this reported memory technology appearance matters a lot because it simply allows Ubisoft to use Ezio as a moral compass rather than just a marketing tool for mere fan service. And we can go even further by placing the legendary mentor's wisdom in direct opposition to the harsh reality of the 16th century witch hunts that are forcing the Creed and also the player to reflect on what freedom really means when the world is on fire, reigniting that same profound sentiment that once echoed throughout the streets of Italy. Yeah, but like, what's the end game? When do we win the war? You know? As a fan, I'm both ecstatic and terrified of this idea. Bringing back Ezio is a very bold move. He is the most sacred icon in the Assassin's Creed pantheon, and messing with his legacy requires surgical precision. But if Ubisoft pulls this off, first of all, shut the fuck up. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Tay Garcia. Come on. No shade, but saying, oh, this is a very risky move. They could really fuck with the legacy of Ezio. I could argue they've been ruined Ezio's legacy. They've pimped this nigga back out from hell and back. Ezio's outfit has appeared in damn near every video game. He was a guest character in Soul Calibur. Wasn't he in Fall Guys too? Like an outfit. He's appeared in so many fucking. They've been pimped it out. They've already fucked up his legacy for the sake of money. What is she talking about? And then on top of that, he had 3 of his own games. Friendly reminder, Assassin's Creed 2 was supposed to be one game, but then Ubisoft said, wow, you guys really like this this Ezio guy. So then we got Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, and then we got Revelations. He got pimped out on his own fucking games. Yeah, he was in For Honor. Wasn't his fit in X-Defiant. He was in Brawlhalla. He's in Fortnite. He's been pimped out. What are you talking? Where you been at in the last 15 years? Talking about this could really ruin the legacy of him. He's in Rainbow Six Siege. I didn't even know that. Yeah, they've been milking him. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Let's act like this is real for a moment. Ezio variants. Who knows? Maybe Ubisoft sticks that landing, and maybe this turns out to be really cool. Maybe it just sounds bad on paper. But this is Ubisoft. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. Next topic. He's in the South Park game. Is he really? I mean, yeah, Ubisoft does make South Park. That's crazy. That's believable. In more positive news, game reviews for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight have dropped. And ladies and gentlemen, can you see it? I see a whole lot of 10s, 9s, 8.5s, 8s. With the current Metacritic sitting at an 84 overall, one of the best reviewed games of the year. I'm seeing nothing but positive stuff on my timeline from people who got early access. I'm seeing a lot of different missions paying homage to like the movies and the comic books. This looks like a gamer's game. It's not supposed to be serious. It's just supposed to be silly fun. But if you're a Batman fan, you're going to get something even better. And if you're an Arkham fan, you're going to get something too. This is a gamer's game. I do plan on picking this up and playing it. I look forward to it. Happy to see we're getting positive reviews. And once again, if you need something to play, I do my best to show these reviews. Here's another one. 007 reviews should be coming soon too. 1 second, y'all. Yo, shout out to John the Space Cowboy with the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. What the fuck is Assassin's Creed even about at this point? I don't know. I was 75 hours into Assassin's Creed Japan, and Shorty still wasn't an assassin. I had to turn it off, man. I'd argue Assassin's Creed Shadows was Crimson Desert before Crimson Desert. Because you know how the Crimson Desert Defense Force says you have to earn your fun in that game? I had to earn my assassin in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I was 75 hours in, she still wasn't an assassin. I said, bro, get me off this game. Let's stick to something more positive. Lego Batman, that shit is fire. Shout out to Rogue with the $10 super chat. He said maybe they write it like the Templars started a rumor of the witches while an ancient artifact to distract the masses into hunting them down so they could do their dirt unnoticed. Yeah, it could be like that. It could be a manufactured. That'd be actually that's a good idea. Manufactured chaos. There was never any witch powers. Basically, the Templars used artifacts to make it seem like it. That could be a cool idea. That's actually a good idea. Too bad we're talking about Ubisoft. I don't think they'll do that. More Ubisoft news. Project over. Ghost Recon leak make it sound like an off-brand GR1, and I love it for that. What the fuck is GR1? We're almost halfway into 2026, but despite my prayers, we still don't have an official release date for any bona fide announcement for the next entry in the Ghost Recon series. Ubisoft seems determined not to throw a bone about the game, codenamed Project Over, but it seems some loudmouths with insider knowledge have different plans. To put it bluntly, Ghost Recon 1. To put it bluntly, based on what we know, the next Ghost Recon game is going to be a loose copy of the very first game released all the way back in 01. That's the best news I've heard from a Ubisoft title in about a decade. Thank God, bro. Thank God. This series went downhill when they did that shit. where they went to, what was it, like Guatemala or like Mexico or some shit. They just had you shooting brown people the entire fucking game. When it went open world, the game just went downhill for me. I was, and then after that, what was the other one after that where you were on some island where half the island was snow and the other half was like a volcano or some shit? I was like, get this goofy ass sci-fi island the fuck out of here. It was in Bolivia. I ain't like that game. I ain't like that game, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't like that shit, bro. I feel like Ghost Recon is best when it's a tight, concise experience that forces you and your friends to coordinate. I don't want to play no open world slop. Yeah, Breakpoint. In a post uploaded by Ubisoft leaker again TX, the new game was confirmed to be inspired by Ready or Not, and it will be set in Asia, of course. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Previous leaks suggest this will be an unspecified Southeast East Asian nation. If I had to guess, probably Vietnam. This information isn't particularly new, but the source highlighted the game is moving to a more limited UI, shifting the focus to stealth and realism instead. That's what I like to hear. As a big Ghost Recon fan, I'm with you on that. Wildlands was not it. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2, and then Ghost Recon Future Soldier, iconic run. Those 3 games, iconic run. I played the hell out of those games. It was so fun to coordinate and do stealth with friends, and then coordinate your in sync sniper shots, and then somebody fucks up. And then Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter is where I learned about what spawn camping was, because that game had terrible spawn camping, bro. And I love that shit when I did it to people. I just didn't like it when it happened to me. Yeah, Ghost Recon had PvP. It did. By trimming the fat, it seems the franchise is finally heading back to what made it great in the first place. Realistic, unforgiving, squad-based special ops gameplay. That creates funny fucking moments, bro. Absolutely. A follow-up post by French insider Jonathan, based on an early playtest, dared to bring the hype levels even higher by claiming we're going back to having a roster of operators to pick from for each mission. The ability to build your team based on your needs was a central tenet of the first Ghost Recon, allowing you to bring a sniper for maps with good Overwatch spots or demolition experts for when you need to make things go boom. We may actually be going back to basics a quarter of a century later. Now, why is that important? That means who you bring out into the field is important. It means you're gonna have to learn the map, because you can fuck around and have the wrong setup, and then you can't progress the game correctly, or you make the game way harder than what it needs to be, which adds replayability. It requires critical thinking, and that is welcomed. TBH, thoughts on 15-hour games costing $70 in this economy. First of all, why are you asking my opinion? Because the way you frame the question, you already have a biased opinion. You don't like it. Second, I don't care, because I don't equate quality to the length of the game. I think that's one of the worst fucking takes. It's almost like the gaming equivalent of when niggas talk about sales numbers on an album. I will take a 15-hour classic over a 75-hour slop every day of the week for 70 hours, because guess what? I can replay that game over and over and over. Mass Effect 1 is not a long game. It's like 20 hours. I've beat it 12 fucking times because it's great. It's great. I hate that argument. When you go to an art museum, right? And you look at a painting and you say, wow, this painting is amazing. Or do you say, I only looked at that painting for 5 seconds. It's cool, but like what? No. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You count it? Well, usually when you beat a game, it tells you how long. Kazaa wasn't $70 though. Kazaa is not 15 hours. Kazaa took me like 70 hours to beat or some shit, I think. I don't know. Let me look. I can actually check. That was a pretty long game from what I remember. First Berserker. 15 hours? Nigga, are you God? That shit took off me 100 hours to beat. God damn, bro. You must be amazing at games. Like, that shit took me almost 100 hours to beat. Granted, I did do damn near everything. I damn near did 100% playthrough. Where the Mickey emote? Yeah, Phil, who told you that game? It was a long game and cheaper than 70. Okay. Just a boss was the story. You didn't play that shit. You misunderstood my point. Well, no, I don't care about a game being 15 hours. It's okay. Yeah, I'll take a 15-hour classic over anything. And also, I like my favorite TV shows, my favorite movies, my favorite games. One of the reasons why they're my favorite is it's because it ends. I like Pragmatic because it ended. It was 20 hours. I don't know. Sitting down, I need people to sit down and think about, like, yo, you sat down and played something for 20 hours. 20. Y'all are paying damn near $40 to go to the movie theaters and sit down for an hour and a half. Because if you're getting 2 tickets, because you're not a loser, that's $20 a ticket right there. Then you get the popcorn, that's $100,000. Like, what are we talking about here? Y'all damn near paying way more for a movie and getting way less value. But then motherfuckers complain about the length of a goddamn game. Just replay you can replay your games. Play it on hard. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely spending. Well, granted, I do live in LA. It depends on where you live. It is a little bit more expensive here. But when I go to the movie theaters for 2 people, you spending at least like $35 if you're getting 2 movie tickets, a popcorn, and like some candy. And some of you fat ass niggas is getting hot dogs, fucking nachos, the pizza, and I know. Cause a lot of you fat fucks damn near make me late for my fucking movie. Ain't that the worst shit? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. Ain't that the worst shit when you go to the movie theater and you just made it to the theater 5 minutes before the movie came out? You be like, you know what? We got 5 minutes. Let me just get some popcorn real quick and then we finna run to our seats. You get in line and the nigga in front of you getting the chicken nuggets, the pizza, the nachos, 2 large drinks. And you know they gotta heat the microwave up because usually they not used to using that shit at the movie theater. They gotta heat up that little fucking air fryer, whatever the fuck they be using, bruh. Yeah, the pretzels. Oh my God, bruh. That shit is stressful as hell. Get your ass on. You at the movie theater eating pizza? Get your ass on, bruh. That shit is not marinara. That's ketchup on the fucking bread. Bitch, get some popcorn. Be regular and some candy, nigga. What the fuck? I work at a theater. I'm telling you this right now. We have QR codes in the theater. Use that shit. Is that the order ahead of time? That shit is the word. Now I'm about to miss the previews. Oh Lord. Oh fucking Lord. Yeah, turning 3 minutes into 10. Oh my goodness. TBH, that's floor planning. That's a you problem. Oh, we spotted the nigga who ordering hot dogs and nachos and pizzas at the movie theater. We spotted him. We got you. Seat got chips, crumbs all over that shit. Cheese sauce all on the side and shit. Glizzy, how you know what happened in the movie? You was gobbling the glizzy. What are we talking about? Yeah, there you go. Hit dogs holla. Hey, if you enjoy your nachos, if you enjoy your $30 nachos with the fake cheese, more power to you. I'm just cracking jokes, man. Just go to Chipotle and sneak food in. I don't know, man. They fighting in Chipotle. I don't know if y'all seen that footage. That Chipotle in DC. It was a big ass brawl. They over there fighting. The movie theater glizzy globbler is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a rumor floating around last week from a Best Buy email that pre-orders would starting Monday for Grand Theft Auto 6. It would seem that's not true. Said play the clip. Nah. I don't know that type of violence. It was at Navy Yard. You know what I hate? It's because I was in DC last week. Now I'm getting DC clips and videos on my fucking For You page. I hate that it's like tracking me, the algorithm, bro. That's the only reason I know. It was in the Navy Yard Chipotle. And it's funny because I sent it to my girl. We were staying in the Navy Yard. I was like, yo, them motherfuckers started brawling. There was a shootout too. They was shooting and brawling in the Chipotle like the day after we left. I was like, that's crazy, bruh. Made it out just in time. But anyways, Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders foretold by Best Buy leak have not come to pass. Last week, Best Buy sent emails to affiliates that teased a May 18th kickoff for the GTA 6 pre-orders. The emails were presumably sent in error, but that didn't necessarily mean that the date was wrong. If GTA 6 is on target for its November 19th console release date, it wouldn't be shocking for pre-orders to start soon. Alas, it is May 18th, and there's no email, there's no pre-orders. That's the end of the article. Yeah. If it's really coming out this year, I think we should probably start seeing pre-orders. By like July, I would hope. Man, I couldn't believe it myself. I could believe it. We're close. We're closer to the release of GTA 6 than we're not. That's why I find it very strange that so many people are super just frothing at the mouth and we have not seen any gameplay. No gameplay. Guys, it's almost June. July, August, September, October, November. We're 6 months out. We are close to it. We're gonna blink, we're gonna be there. No gameplay. You know, it's crazy. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos too. They was like, man, I'm tired of TBH saying they ain't showed no GTA 6 gameplay. What do you think it was in that trailer from a year ago? Yes, that was in-engine footage. You know, I really hate people who make obtuse fucking arguments and think they're smart. Yes, the shit they showed in that first trailer from a year ago was in-engine. So we have somewhat of an idea of what it looks like, but that's not fucking gameplay. You know what I mean when I say they haven't shown any fucking gameplay. And if you don't, I don't believe it. I think you're just being facetious. I'm talking about, I want to see the camera behind the character in third person, hopping in a car, showing off what the mission structure like, what kind of weapons, what the dialogue is like, the cars. That, you know what I mean when I say gameplay. Not them fucking cutting random camera angles within the fucking city, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. What is this fucking corporate cocksucking? Let me go on YouTube. The Lanterns trailer drop. The Green Lantern shit drop. Lanterns trailer. Like, God forbid I want to see what I want to see something before I get it. Yeah, in-engine cutscenes is not fucking gameplay. It just kind of gives us an idea of what the art style would look like. That's about it. Lanterns. Coming to HBO Max. Green Lantern. What the fuck?
I think he likes me.
It's giving Parallax health.
Right.
He in a yellow fit. Y'all see that shit? Am I bugging? Like, I'm like super excited. I'm genuinely curious to see how the special effects are gonna turn out because he has such a unique power. I'll watch it. I'm gonna give it a couple episodes, but I'm not like completely sold. I'm not like excited about it, but I could be wrong, and here's why. The way I feel about this show right now is exactly how I felt about Darth Maul. I was like, why are they doing this shit? Shadow Lord? Darth Maul Shadow Lord is one of the best shows of the year. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's why it's important to try things for yourself, you know? Gotta give it the old anime try. Gotta give it the old anime try. Good ass content right there. Drewski was right. Drewski was right about what? I don't understand. What's the issue? I feel like you're about to say something really stupid. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I asked that. Do you think that if they did a movie, you would feel differently? I do feel like Green Lantern gets disrespected recently. No, it doesn't necessarily need to be a movie. It just needs to be good. They are clearly making him a side character because, I mean, Guy Gardner was in the Superman movie. He's showing up in this one. And then they kind of got their own spin-off show. It does feel like they're still making Green Lantern a side character when he's one of the most powerful characters in the JL. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But, you know, maybe it ends up being good. You should watch the Hope movie trailer. It might be something you're interested in. What's that? I think Green Lantern can also be dope if done properly. It's cast different personalities with different power sets. What's Hope? Is this a superhero show or something? Imagine if CW made a Green Lantern show. I mean, they were supposed to. Diggle was supposed to get the ring, remember? That shit never paid off. What the hell it is? This trailer is kind of ashy. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. This is a Korean Walking Dead.
Oh my gosh!
It's aliens. That's a maybe. It looks interesting. I want to see it. I gotta see a review. But it looks interesting. I feel like I haven't been in the movies in a while. I regret not getting that $5 ticket for the Michael movie. Because they don't got an HD version online allegedly, man. Should have got that T-Mobile 5. What's this? Furious. It's another new movie. This from what was the last thing I saw? I don't even remember. Oh, I think, was it Superman? No, it wasn't. I saw that dog movie, Good Boy. That shit was ass. Oh, I saw The Long Walk. That one was pretty good. Oh, Mario was Mario was the last thing. I'm not gonna lie, Mario was so forgettable. That's why I couldn't remember. Yeah, I need to get back in my movie bag, bro. What's this? If you like DBZ Kakarot, you'll like my game. If you like Superman Returns, you'll like my game. If you like Infamous, if you like Prototype, okay. UE5 Sparking Zero, chill. Oh, you know what's funny? Who tweeted that? Project Gameverse. We was just talking about you in the chat. Shout out to you for getting the car. We was just talking about you like 15 minutes ago. We shouted you out for not being a PS4 nigga and saving your money. Shout out to you for getting the car. We like that shit. Superman Frontiers. What do you get when you combine Sonic Frontiers and Superman? You get a game that...
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
I'm good off that. What the hell is this? This shit look good. This don't look bad. Got bad bit too. Got a parry system? What's this called? This is from Thread. It's called Reblade Death Spiral Action Roguelike game. Oh, it's a roguelike. Interesting. It's on your radar? I might have to put that on my radar too. Let's see. Is it on Steam? Can we wishlist it? Reblade Death Spiral. You can add the wish list. Let's check out some more of these indie games. Hold up. If you like Stardew Valley, I don't. If you like Slay the Spire, I would Gabagoo, Ratcoin, Perglin. Right, what the hell? You like Slay the Spire, you like Inscription, you like Elden Ring. Oh, interesting. What's the word on Subnautica 2? Not really my thing. That's one of those games that's not for me. I'm not big on the this dude is spamming. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, I got him YouTube. I got him. Don't worry. He's banned. All right, back to what you're talking about. Yeah, survival games are not my cup of tea. Those and like RTSs, so like it's not fair for me to play those games because like I just don't like them. But I'm glad y'all enjoying it. I see it's getting good reviews. It's not my cup of tea. Me personally, I'd rather swim in some pussy, but you know. No sex before marriage. No sex before marriage. Yo, shout out to King Bing with the sub. Appreciate it. And some card roguelike. I'm about to give a couple more of these indie games a look and then keep it moving, man. Another card roguelike. Another card roguelike. Age of Empires. Fuck no. All right, what the hell? The obsession that racists have with black people needs to be studied. Yeah, because it's funny, like that shit doesn't even bother me. And like it's not like me trying to be cool, like for the stream, like that when he was typing, it legitimately doesn't bother me. Like, all right, bro. You hate me. Go on about your day, man. Don't scroll too deep on the Twitter. No, nobody says that shit in real life. Like, I don't care. You're not gonna roll my piece. At the end of the day, let me before we move on, this is what I'm gonna say. At the end of the day, if you hate black people, especially a certain demographic, because you know which demographic mainly hates us. You know a specific male demographic. Even if you hate us, if you're seething and you're watching me, just remember, your women love us, okay? Now, me personally, I don't dabble in the snow. Snow bunnies is not my thing. But the reality is you cannot deny there has been a rise of Jaden, Aiden, Jalen's, and Jadens inside the NBA and in the real world. And the reason is because your women are choosing us and not you. And instead of taking a step back and saying, I wonder why the white women keep fucking niggas, you keep coming in my chat. You said I'm proof of it. Y'all better chill out, man. Y'all gonna speak into existence what you fear. Because the reality is your women don't like you. They love watching it too. That shit weird. That's some other shit, bro. That's some other shit. It's snowing. I ain't going, but you know, more power to y'all. Yeah, no frosted flakes for me. I'm good. But you know, if that's what you like for breakfast, all good. What else I got for you? Oh, a couple more. Really weird story. Using game chat will actually boost Pragmata's performance on the Switch too. If you played Pragmata on the Switch 2, then you know by now that it's a pretty solid port from Capcom. Visuals look nice, it performs well, and it's just a damn good game through and through. But what if it could push the performance even further? Well, as demonstrated by the chaps over at Digital Foundry, you can, and it's all tied to game chat. So essentially, playing the game normally will yield a frame rate of around 47 to 53 frames. That's random as fuck, depending on the situation. But if you shrink the display down while using game chat, this will actually increase the frame rate. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, the Switch 2 is going to be the PS4 in 5 years. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So when playing with game chat display set to medium, the frame rate will increase up to 58 frames while shrinking it down even further, boosts it up to, matter of fact, not even 5 years, 3 years. Actually, it is a PS4, but you know, gotta be nice. Man, these game devs are struggling, man. 47 frames. So yeah, if you bought Pragmata on the Switch 2, just bring up the game chat and you'll now get 60. That's so fucking random, dude. But hey, little workaround, man. Little workaround. I feel like it's the PS4 right now. Hey, the Switch 2 is great for maybe playing like indie games, but I just don't know why Nintendo won't make a platform as powerful as the competitors, man. You don't have to use the power, just leave it in the box so that, you know, third-party developers can make comparable versions, and then people will be more inclined to actually, you know, play your platform for other than things than Zelda and Mario. You said, oh yeah, you seen they said they're going to start focusing back on the Switch 1 again? Nah, I ain't seen that. You got a link to that article? You sure about that? Because I could have swore like a couple weeks ago they said that they were going to be focusing on the Switch 2. Because I remember commending them saying that they should not be focusing on the Switch 1. Whatever happened to the Steam box console? You talking about the Steam machine? They haven't announced the price yet. Do you know there's a Cleveland in Oklahoma? Why do you think I think about flyover states? What the fuck? It's called a flyover state for it. Yeah, I pray I don't get a layover in fucking Oklahoma. Ain't nothing in Oklahoma but fucking meth heads and tornadoes. Until SGA got there, and when SGA leaves, is gonna be a fucking hurricane of just depression. It's gonna be like when LeBron left Cleveland for the first time. Nintendo won't focus on making Switch 2 games exclusively. Switch 1 remains important. This is from the 13th. What the fuck? Nintendo president has stressed how vital it is for the company to keep diving into getting sales for the Switch 1, even though the Switch 2 has come to market. During the company's latest earnings briefing, the president said, I believe it's important that we consider how to expand the entire software business, including titles for both the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2. He said Nintendo should take this approach as opposed to focusing only on the sales of the Nintendo Switch 2 software. Oh my God, bro. Guys. Nintendo, the Switch came out in 2017, right? Almost 10 fucking years ago. Let it go. The Switch 1, what grade are you in the 10th grade? When you're 10? Depending on the time of the year, you're either a 5th or a 6th grader, right? The Switch 1 is a fucking 6th grader. God damn. Shut up. We don't want to play this shit. We don't want to play this shit. What, y'all seen Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch? Mortal Kombat 1 switched. Hey, just, it's okay to move on, bruh. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is offensive to look at. They're not slowing it down, by the way. This is how it runs. We're still focused on the Switch one. Why? This hurts to look at. And I got blue lens glasses on. This hurts my eyes. No, don't insult. I really hate when y'all do that shit. Don't insult mobile games. Mobile games look better than this, guys. Cause friendly reminder, this how I know, this why you niggas watch me and not the other way around. This how I know that critical thinking's at an all-time low. I know y'all trying to be funny, but this shit is not a mobile game. Because when the Switch one came out in 2017, the specs were set. Do you know what are not set? The specs on the iPhone and the Androids. They continue to improve. So no, mobile games look better than this, guys. This is stuck in time. 2017. Oh my God. This is horrible. Horrible. They said they want to focus on this shit, man. I be playing Uno in 60 FPS. I don't think this shit can play Uno in 60 FPS. Yeah, mobile games like, yeah. You can play something like Genshin Impact and some other goofy shit on mobile that look better than this, man. Sonya had no eyelids. This shit is crazy, man. This nigga has no textures on his chest. I never thought I could see the day where I complain about a nigga having a lack of textures on his chest. Where'd you link in the chat? What's going on? Unreal Engine 5's latest update should boost performance for the Switch 2. I'm not playing multiplats on the Switch 2. I'm not even playing exclusives, so. Hey, I'm sticking to my guns. I am not you almost got me with Star Fox. If it was a new Star Fox game, I might have copped the Switch 2, but it wasn't. It was a fucking remake of a remake. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not buying a Switch 2 until that Dust Bloods comes out, and it better get good reviews. It better get good fucking reviews. Nah, I didn't get a review copy of Lego Batman, unfortunately, man. Y'all got a plug? Last but not least, more Nintendo news. Nintendo 64 emulator just implemented rollback netcode for the entire library. It was honestly not that hard, Dev said. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The mod community, the emulation community has implemented rollback netcode into Nintendo games before Nintendo. I've always loved the clean and simplicity of discussing combo game on offer of original Super Smash Bros, but it's hard to actually get a game with other humans together in 2026. The same goes for anything that's mostly easy played in archaic hardware, with several emulators have net play features. Anything requiring Twitch reactions tends to feel noticeably better in local multiplayer, but that might be changing, at least for the N64. RMGK, a fork for the RMG Nintendo 64 emulator, received an update on May 14th, which implemented rollback netcode for the entire emulator. That's insane. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This is a W for game preservation. Though developers Cygnus has noted it's currently limited to 2-player sessions, Blue Sky user Groslu posted a video of GoldenEye multiplayer using the new feature, saying input delay is greatly reduced and desyncs are far more uncommon. This morning, we managed to play from Spain to Australia with 4 frames of delay. Before this had to do 9. This is better than Invincible Versus. This is crazy. If you're not familiar with rollback netcode, we know what it is. So, yeah, here. I'm gonna drop the link if you guys are, well, actually, no, I'm not. Here's the link. Emulation is legal as long as you own the game, guys. And everybody in the chat owns the games that they emulate. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. So basically, I don't know, if you randomly wake up tomorrow and you want to play Super Smash Bros online, you can. This is good. This also means there's potential for this coming to other emulators. Like, imagine a world where you could play Smash Bros Melee online with rollback netcode. Now that would be... We could run lobbies on stream, allegedly. Come on, man. Get them SOCON servers back online. Let's go, man. My family used to have an N64. Man, that was a great time. I wish I still had mine. What if you own them at one point in time? No, you have to own your games, okay? Me personally, I own everything I emulate. Everything. That's all I got. Oh, let me go in the sub box real quick. Change my account. Let's go to the Black Hokage. Aztecs the last run. Check that out. Drake dropped another video. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I ain't gonna hold y'all, chat. I listened to Iceman twice. I haven't listened to it since, bro. Not a single song made the playlist, man. I didn't even listen to I didn't even listen to the other 2 albums, Habibi and what's that other shit? I didn't listen to that shit, bro. I'm not bothering. I saw too many clips where I was like, I'm not even gonna bother. You getting GTA physical or digital edition? That's a good question. Maybe I'll get a physical if possible. I do have what's the name saved. I made a playlist of like music saved, some stuff that y'all recommended. I made a playlist for like listening later, so I'm gonna listen to the Isaiah Rashad next time I'm in the gym. And then that, I know a lot of y'all recommended Kenny Mason, so I like because unfortunately YouTube Music doesn't have a like listen later feature, so I just made a playlist for like albums, music that I want to listen to later. Just add and delete shit basically. Oh shit, I turned my damn music off. All right, what else we got? Shout out to Chud the Builder. He's about to be surrounded by apes for over 50 years. Shout out to him, man. You guys can chimp out together. Classic case of you reap what you sow, man. A lot of people, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? I don't think nothing, bro. I believe in you reap what you sow. Don't drop the soap, pussy. Next topic. Stranova, Blooming Night Dancer. Am I gonna watch the World Cup? Nah, I'm not one of those Americans that pretends to like soccer when the World Cup comes around. I hate soccer year round, so I'm a real American. I don't actually hate football. But I'm not gonna pretend like I care just because the World Cup is here. I know the world cares, but I'm American. I don't give a fuck what the world got going on, bro. It's hell over here, nigga. The fuck? The World Cup. You know what's going on in America? Maybe I'll watch the World Cup when we get rid of the president. Oh shit. You said didn't used to play it? I did. I used to play soccer when I was in elementary and middle school. That was a long time ago. I'm 35, bro. I'm about to be 36. That was a long time ago. I don't care now. Hey, plot twist, guys. Sometimes people's interests change. Woo! I don't care about the official journey. I don't really see nothing interesting, man. Almost got a new video out playing Mass Effect. Not gonna lie, this might be the worst World Cup. Yeah, because there's a lot of bullshit going on. And I have been getting a lot of videos of Europeans. Europeans are so funny. All they do is talk shit about America. And that shit is annoying because it's like, they're not wrong, but it's like, you know, only we're allowed to talk shit about ourselves. But then like, they also have like a weird obsession with us, at least on social media. Maybe it's not real life shit, but on TikTok, they have a weird obsession with us. And one of the things that a lot of Europeans love to do is tell Americans about America as if they live there because they read something or they seen a video. And it's a lot of Europeans coming over to America for the World Cup, trying to tell people that it's going to be okay. They're going to be able to walk to the stadiums. Like, all right, nigga, when you get hit by a car on the fucking, unless you in Philly, New York, Chicago, or DC, ain't no fucking trains, bruh. The fuck are you talking about? You're going to be driving 20 miles in fucking traffic between games. Kingfish. Shit is fucking funny, bruh. Walk to MetLife if you want to. Yeah, let them. That shit, that's going to be the funniest thing about, that's the thing I'm looking forward to when it comes to the World Cup. It's going to be a lot of Europeans getting in trouble, ending up on the wrong side of town, getting hit and shit by cars because they thought that they could walk every goddamn where. And then Americans try to tell you like, no, that's not what it is. You know, shut up, stupid American. You cannot read. All right. You know what? I can't read. That's right. And I do love cheeseburgers. I hope you choke on a glizzy. All right, ain't nothing interesting. Let's look at these trailers. Yeah, they don't realize how big America is, bruh.
Hey everyone, today we want to give you a closer look at Aztec's The Last Sun and show what kind of experience
you can put all of Europe in America. That shit is still smaller than America, bro. Like, what the fuck are they doing? You Americans don't travel enough, nigga. It takes 7 hours to get from fucking LA to DC or like New York. Like, what are you talking about? It's 30-minute train ride from fucking Britain to France or some shit. I don't hear this shit. We don't got trains over here. We got poverty.
Release coming May 22nd, 2026.
What is this game?
Aztec's The Last Sun.
Oh, RTS. Nope. Dragon Striker.
You ready?
I'm Key, future Dragon Striker.
Is this bootleg Sokka?
Magic that flowed within your mother's veins is within you.
It's my destiny.
Is this an anime? It is. All right. No, thank you. Code exit. Yes. RTS skip. Code exit official gameplay reveal. Insider access first look. It's crazy how the notion is Americans are stupid. Meanwhile, Americans have to teach them so much. And the worst part is, like, we don't even care about their existence. You know, another funny thing too about like British people, I really can't stand them. They love to talk about how fat, well, Europeans as a whole, but British people, they love to talk about how fat Americans are. Do you guys, and it's true, a lot of Americans are fat. We are the number one, we're the leading the world in terms of developed nations for obesity. Do you guys know what the number 2 leading nation for obesity is? It's the UK. Now, if you ask me, I think it's worse that the majority of your country is obese, and it's because of fish and chips and beans and toast. At least we eat good food over here. Get off our fucking dick. I'm not a patriotic person, I'm not gonna lie, but nothing makes me more patriotic than a fucking European, bro. Shut up. I cannot stand them, dude. Niggas be like, yo, you want to take a trip to Europe? No, I don't. It's not on my radar. If I end up in Britain with Mans and them in Tottenham, it's because I have business over there. But like, would I spend my hard-earned money to go look at Big Ben? Big Ben can eat a dick. I don't care. It's a clock. They still mad about the American Revolution. Like, niggas is obese off beans and toast. By the way, I'm not being facetious and making a joke for any British people who might be in the chat and you look it up. The number 2 leading nation is fucking Britain. They be talking about us. Like, y'all fat too and you eat terrible food. Y'all got fat off unseasoned food. If you ask me, that's low IQ. We got fat because we made life so comfortable and the food was so good. Like, it makes sense, right? These niggas got obese off World War II rations. A fucking European, I don't even know why I'm ranting right now, but them niggas get on my fucking nerves, bruh. A European, I'm waiting for the day a European say something to me in real life. I smack that cigarette out your fucking mouth. Y'all niggas still smoke cigarettes over there. Talking about you smarter than us. Them French people, 2 packs a day, bruh. Y'all still smoke cigarettes. How are you smarter than me? We know that shit gives lung cancer. Yeah, they got fat off MREs. That shit is crazy. Look that up. That's a real statistic. If you ever want some shit talking material for British people. I would smoke if I was French too. That's fair. That's fair. The clip's gonna do numbers in the comments in the EU. And you know what's funny? If somebody does clip this out of context and me making fun of Europeans, I don't give a fuck because they're so smart. They think they can walk to me and beat me up because they think that America is just one state or some shit. They gonna catch the train to me. Like, no, you're not. Getting fat off porridge. I'm not playing this fucking game. And them niggas got fat off the porridge that Goldilocks was stealing this shit. Kingfish.
Sky fell. I remember.
So as soon as a European starts, I know you not talking, nigga.
Kingdom.
You better watch your fucking mouth.
That night, I saw my father for the last time. The legend he told me.
What's this you link?
It's real.
Oh, I signed up for this. I didn't get a code. Maybe when does it actually come out? Lego Batman release date. Is it out? It's not out yet. So you're getting early reviews and like maybe they'll send review like codes like in a day or two. I signed up for this. This is the content creator program, so maybe I'll get a free copy. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all find any free codes on Twitter or TikTok, like you see some PR companies saying, hey, any creators want to cover this game, please tag me. I'm poor right now, man. I'm fucking poor. I didn't even mean to hit that button. I meant to hit this one, but I'm fucking poor right now. I spent way too much money in this last month. I need some free game codes.
An ancient power to help us defeat the darkness.
I can't afford everything right now.
I'll be your steel. You'll be my.
Didn't they just do a report that the UK could be the poorest state if it was in America? Poorer than Mississippi? I would have to read that. For real? That's crazy. Worse than Mississippi. This is a skip. I'm trying to see the gameplay. Nah, I'm never PS4 poor. Let's get something straight. I'm never PS4 poor. Yeah, we get off this. All right, let's get on the game. A DC trip will do that to you. It has nothing to do with DC. I bought something. So you know, and I can't write it off on my taxes. So shit's crazy. When's the last time you was on Slay the Spire? It's been a while. Trey was asking me to play. No, mind y'all business. 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 None of y'all business, man.